Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a valued short story. And in today's short story, we're going to take a minute to talk about Nebuchadnezzar from the book of Daniel. Now, I tell folks all the time, I don't sit around and spend my time going back and forth through the Bible, but when I know I hear bullshit, I am going to call bullshit. All right, so case in point, here's a question that I asked Google. Outside of the Bible for empirical evidence, is it in recorded world history that Nebuchadnezzar threw 3 men into a furnace? Here's what I got. There is no independent empirical evidence in recorded world history for the biblical story of Nebuchadnezzar throwing 3 men into a fiery furnace. This account is found only in the book of Daniel in the Bible. As I've told people before, no one in the Bible ever existed. However, it is not uncommon to believe that real people may have had a facsimile, or I don't want to say facsimile, but a version of them that was added to the Bible and then created around them this fascinating story of nonsense. Now, listen to this. However, some historical context suggests that elements of the story are consistent with time and place. Death by burning. All right, so what? People were burned at the stake further down the line in the future in Salem witch trials, but death by burning doesn't make anything real, per se, in the Bible or justify anyone as having existed. Industrial kilns existed. Babylonians were known to use large industrial furnaces. So what? Again, all we're talking about are props for the most part. That doesn't mean that someone actually existed because there was an oven mentioned in the story. It's like talking about someone who goes to the skating rink and they skate around here. So when they write a book, contrary to what people may believe, during this time period, people did go to the skating rinks. All right, so what? And the story has a folkloric structure. Yes, it does. It's all folklore, but I want you to look at this last part here. Because the episode is not mentioned in any non-biblical historical sources and contains legendary or miraculous elements, it is generally considered a theological narrative rather than a historically verifiable event by historians. So as I've said here, folks, the Bible is nothing more than Aesop's fairy tales for Christians. No, Nebuchadnezzar did not exist, or at least the version in the Bible of him did not exist. There are no men recorded being thrown into a fiery furnace in world history, but you will only find it in the Bible. If you like it, let me know, share it if you do, and subscribe if this is what you're looking for. John Henry out.